So friends, the January 6th committee is about to refer Donald Trump to the Department of Justice for prosecution on 3 charges. And though the J6 committee's criminal referral is only a recommendation, those 3 charges will stick. Let's talk about that, because justice matters. Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. So friends, we are on the eve of the January 6th House Select Committee referring Donald Trump to the Department of Justice for criminal prosecution. And Politico is out with some new reporting about what that criminal referral might look like. Headline, January 6th panel to vote on urging DOJ to prosecute Trump on at least 3 criminal charges. And that article begins, the January 6th Select Committee is preparing to vote on urging the Justice Department to pursue at least 3 criminal charges against former President Donald Trump, including insurrection. The report that the Select panel is expected to consider on Monday afternoon, described to Politico by 2 people familiar with its contents, reflects some recommendations from a subcommittee that evaluated potential criminal referrals. Among the charges the subcommittee proposes for Trump, 18 U.S.C. United States Code 2383, insurrection, 18 U.S.C. 1512C, obstruction of an official proceeding, and 18 U.S.C. 371, conspiracy to defraud the United States government. And friends, I want to talk about why those 3 charges will stick. Why the Department of Justice will, in my opinion, indict him for those 3 charges and perhaps others. And I want to focus on what I'm going to call the big one, the insurrection, especially because of the language of that federal statute and why what we know Donald Trump did constitutes the crime of insurrection. But let me quickly touch on the other 2. The first one, 1512, obstructing an official proceeding. Yep, Donald Trump did that. He clearly interfered with the certification of Joe Biden's election win on January 6th. That constitutes the crime of obstructing an official proceeding. He also committed the crime of conspiracy to defraud or commit offenses against the United States, what we call a 371 conspiracy. So why can I say with such confidence Donald Trump committed those 2 crimes? Conspiracy to defraud or commit crimes against the United States and obstruction of an official proceeding? Because a federal judge has already reached that conclusion. We've talked about this before. A federal judge in California, David Carter, litigated an issue regarding the emails of Donald Trump's treasonous lawyer, John Eastman. And after litigating that issue, after an evidentiary hearing, Judge Carter announced his ruling, his findings. By a preponderance of the evidence, Donald Trump, together with John Eastman, committed 2 federal felony crimes, obstructing an official proceeding and a conspiracy to commit offenses against or defraud the United States. And Judge Carter found that the evidence satisfied the higher burden, the higher hurdle, the higher standard of proof, preponderance of the evidence, 51% of the evidence, more likely than not. More evidence, more proof than you need to arrest and indict somebody. Probable cause, that's a lower standard. So yes, Donald Trump will be indicted on those 2 crimes. But let me focus on the crime of insurrection. Now, you should know that the conspiracy charge, the 371 conspiracy, carries a maximum prison term of up to 5 years. The obstruction of an official proceeding charge carries a maximum prison term of up to 20 years. But insurrection is still the big one in my book. Why? because the punishment for the crime of insurrection includes a maximum prison term of 10 years, but it also prohibits somebody who is convicted of insurrection from holding federal office in the future. Let's do what we so often do, friends, and go to the big, ugly blue book of federal laws, the United States Code, and together, let's read the very short criminal statute of rebellion or insurrection. 18 United States Code 2383. It reads, whoever incites, sets on foot, assists, please put a pin in that word, assists or engages in any rebellion or insurrection against the authority of the United States or the laws thereof, or gives aid or comfort thereto, shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 10 years or both, and shall, not might, not may, shall be incapable of holding any office under the United States. A ban from holding future federal office. That's the crime of insurrection. Now, why did I say put a pin in the word assists? Because we've been talking a lot about how Donald Trump incited the insurrection, and that is one way to commit the crime of insurrection. If you incite the insurrection, or you engage in the insurrection, or you assist the insurrection, I maintain the evidence proves beyond a reasonable doubt, hands down, that Donald Trump did incite the insurrection. Why? He set the date for the attack. Come to D.C. on January 6th. Will be wild. He riled up the crowd, got them good and angry by lying to them about their vote being stolen and about the election being rigged, which he knew was a lie because his own executive branch officials and agencies told him it was a lie. And then he said, go to the Capitol and fight like hell or you won't have a country anymore. Now get down there and stop the certification. He used the word steal, stop the steal, which is just such a beautiful thing from an evidentiary perspective, because by him lying to the crowd and using the word steal, it proves Donald Trump's criminal intent, his corrupt state of mind, his guilty mens rea. So yes, he incited the insurrection, but there are some who observe that, well, those are only words, and the First Amendment protects words. It does, but not words that are reasonably likely to and intended to incite imminent violent conduct, which these were. Look at what the result was. But I want to focus on the word assist. Why? Because after the attack at the U.S. Capitol was underway, Donald Trump assisted the insurrectionists. He assisted the people who were attacking the Capitol. How? By tweeting out the following. Mike Pence didn't have the courage to do what should have been done to protect our country and our Constitution, giving states a chance to certify a correct set of facts, not the fraudulent or inaccurate ones which they were asked to previously certify. USA demands the truth. And by that tweet, Donald Trump assisted the insurrection. He assisted the ongoing attack at the Capitol. And boy, he sure gave them aid and comfort, didn't he? Indeed, he spurred them on. That tweet is very likely what inspired, incited, assisted the folks who were attacking the Capitol to begin chanting, "Hang Mike Pence." So Donald Trump absolutely assisted the insurrection. And that's why Donald Trump will be indicted, he will be tried, he will be convicted. I happen to believe he will be imprisoned. Because justice matters. It matters, and it's coming. Friends, can I add, thank you for tuning in to these Daily Justice Matters videos. As you may know, we are an all-volunteer operation here at Justice Matters, posting a legal analysis video every day, 7 days a week, and we couldn't do it without your support. So if you would like to more formally support our all-volunteer efforts, our mission, our content, please feel free to come on over to patreon.com. You can sign up to become a patron. You can join Team Justice proper, and if you do, I'll send you some Team Justice and Justice Matters stickers and a personal handwritten note of thanks. And thank you to all of you who have come over to patreon.com and are supporting our daily fight here for democracy. And friends, as always, please stay safe, please stay tuned, and I look forward to talking with you all again tomorrow.